fruit in here and the nuts, and I'm just going to add a little bit of sherry, or rather a lot, to soak it overnight so it gets nice and plumped up. Here we go. I've got the softened butter in here. I'm now going to add the brown sugar and give it a good beat together. Just going to cream that all together, make sure we get the lumps out of the brown sugar. I'm being good today. I'm using the traditional method rather than getting my food mixer out. Right, it's coming together nicely now. Just give it a little bit one beat so it gets nice and soft. Make sure it's going to break an egg into here now. I'm going to do them one at a time. And I'm going to add just a little bit of flour as well, just to stop the mixture splitting. Going to give it a good beat. Right, I'm just going to pop the black treacle in and scrape that off a little bit. I don't tend to be too exact with this, just as long as you've got that really nice dark flavour like that. I'm just going to stir that treacle in with a little bit extra flour. Mix that in. This is what makes it really dark. And the mixed spice to the flour. About half a teaspoon. And then a good grating of nutmeg. Grating the nutmeg into the flour. I've already put the bicarbonate of soda. Now adding the sifted flour. Like that. Put it all in. And on top of that I shall mix in the fruit which has been soaked. The last bit we drop in there. Right, I'm now just going to stir in fairly gently the flour and the fruit, just until it's all well mixed. I shall give it a scrape down in a minute because it's getting so it gets stuck to the spoon. You've got to get every little bit of flour in because you don't want a little pocket of flour when you're cutting into it. I've prepared the tin ready for the fruitcake to go in. I've double lined it with baking parchment, and now just around the outside I'm just fixing on a collar of brown paper. Not strictly necessary nowadays with the fan ovens, but it stops the gives it extra protection and stops the fruit burning around the outside. It's now going into the prepared tin. It's not like a sponge, so you don't have to be quite so delicate, just so long as it's in there evenly. Right, it's now going into the oven. I'm just finishing off the snowman, which I've made from the leftover bits of roll-out icing. Just finished marking his hat up. And he'll be ready to go on my cake. Yeah, I think he's quite sweet. Nestle in with the choir boys, all ready for a snowball fight.